Hi, it's Dr. Saab, and today I'm going to be doing comparison with the Alpine A290 and my Mercedes A-Class. Big thank you to Holdcroft Alpine Solio for helping me make this video possible. Now, the question is, which one do you guys prefer in terms of styling from the front? Alpine just looks fresh, doesn't it? But my 10-year-old car still looks pretty decent, to be fair. What do you guys think? Now, the reason I want to do this comparison is because I think that could be my next car in replacement to this. And the question is, should I do that now or should I wait? Now, in terms of design, this is still a great looking car, considering the year. It's a 2016 car, I think. Early 2016 car. Still looks well for its age. There is a bit of wear and tear, obviously, but it looks pretty decent. But then you go to this, the Alpine A290 GT. Now this looks absolutely epic. Look, it's fresh, isn't it? It's way more aggressive compared to my car, which is an A200 diesel. So it is a diesel car, 2.1 diesel, and this one has got the electric motor, and this pushes out 180 brake horsepower, while this one does 136 brake horsepower. Now the question is, do you think this is actually worth the extra power? Now this car is probably worth about £10,000, give or take. Probably less, to be fair, because of the year. And then this one is around £32,000 roughly, with discount, because the government are offering discount now. It is a bit more if you just buy it retail without any discount, but buy just a couple of grand max. So that is potentially a great saving to be made on that car. So it's about 20 odd £1,000, maybe 24 roughly, because this could be worth much less. I haven't got it valued really, but I think Auto Trader came up roughly £8,000 in the condition it is, retail that is. If I part X'd it, it's probably a bit less. So it's about 24 grand difference really, so that's a big difference between both cars. And the question is, should you buy a used one of these, or should you just go for a brand new one? Now for me, I think that is still a great looking car. Look at the styling on the design there. That flows really nice. This flows just as nice, but way more aggressive. So it just depends on what you really want. Now this car just looks way more special, doesn't it? You've got the 4 lights at the front here. Those are LED lights, which looks really cool. You have the Alpine logo just here, and Alpine did that just to show off. It just looks really cool, don't you think? And then just the styling of this thing. Look at the detail of this. You've got proper aero there. You've got the snowflake design at the bottom there, and these lights are just really cool. They're rally inspired. They used to do these lights, and they'd put black tape, and that would actually keep the glass in one place there rather than going on the road when it was a race. So that was the idea of that, and they're trying to reimagine that on this car, which is pretty cool. And then you got the gloss black trim just down there, which looks really cool, and on the side skirts as well. Makes the car look wider. Now this one is the A290, so it is wider as well compared to the R5, which is really nice. A lot of the mechanical stuff is from bigger models like the A110, which is the sports car version that Alpine do, and that is a really cool car. I'd love to get that on the channel at some point. That's taken stuff like the brakes from the Alpine A110, and these are Brembo brakes on this particular car. I think all of them get the Brembo brakes, and you have the Michelin Pilot Sport tyres specifically designed for this particular car, and I can tell because it says A29 there. And then this one's got the 225 40R19, so that's quite nice to see. And you've got little finishes as well. Look, you've got the little mountain up here, and that's to signify that this car is an Alpine. And when Alpine used to test their cars, they used to do it in the Alps, so that's quite a nice touch there. You've got the gloss black trim, gloss black mirrors, and it just looks absolutely epic, doesn't it? Look at this. This is from the GT Turbo from the 80s. That looks very cool. Very sporty, and just gives the car a really elegant look. And then at the back here you've got these 3D lights, which looks absolutely epic. Love that. And then you've got the Alpine GT logo just there, finished really nicely. Obviously this color is fantastic. I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably wouldn't go for this color. I'd go for the blue, but This looks absolutely fantastic. And then you've got the diffuser at the back here, and you can just tell I really, really love this car. You've got the parking sensors as well, front, back and side, so that's very clever. Auto park is an option on these. And then you have also got the spoiler at the top here, the fin there as well, and then the ducktail as well, which really flows nicely with this line here. Looks absolutely fantastic, and you can just tell I absolutely love the look of this car. Now what I'm going to do, I've just noticed as well the blue there, so this is where I would go for a blue on blue if this was a car that I'm going to go for. But if I compare it to my car, obviously less aggressive. This one's option with a night pack, so I have got the gloss black trim at the bottom here, gloss black trim there as well, which is nice. I've got the gloss black trim on the mirrors, the gloss black wheels. Now this one has been painted all over. So originally this car was diamond cut and it had the chrome all the way around. Now because of age, that chrome deteriorated and the previous owner did curb them. So it's recommended that just paint them all black, because chances are the chrome would deteriorate over time again. So I just wanted to future-proof myself there. You got the gloss black trim here as well. You got the privacy glass as well, and the Alpine's got the privacy glass as well, which is really nice to see. So I have got the rear spoiler back here as well. That looks really cool. Obviously the diffuser isn't as aggressive as that, but I've still got quite good styling down here. Obviously this line as well, that looks really nice, but the Alpine is just way more aggressive. Now that is a proper sports car, really, a sports hatchback, while this is just an A200 diesel. So it is designed more for economy, but considering the way this thing looks, I really still love the look of this thing. I've got the two exhausts at the rear as well, and then a kind of a diffuser there. Still looks really good. This car has got the parking sensors front and side. Now this car can auto park, so this car is fitted with that. So that's one key difference, that car isn't optioned in, but you can have it as an option, so that's bear to mind as well. But I'm not going to lie to you, this GT drives absolutely fantastic, and I'll talk about that a bit more in a moment. The lights obviously not as cool as these lights are. That's the key difference really. Now let's check out the interior. Oh, actually the boot. I think the boot, if I just quickly show you the boot. So this one has 341 litres. That's a pretty decent space. I've got underfloor storage, mind my camera equipment and all my other bits and bobs. You can see this is my personal car, so I've got an umbrella, a pillow there as well. So that's my car there. And let's check out the GT. So this car has 324 litres, I think. And you can see it's pretty generous really, considering the size difference. This is slightly smaller than that, but it still caters a lot of space, and I have got storage underneath. Now I have done an in-depth video on this, so if you do want to check that out, check it out in the top right corner, or find it in the description below. But that video is very, very useful if you want to learn more about the specification of this car, and also how to use the features of this car, because they are really good. You can fold the seats in both cars as well. And then one thing I like is this, look at that. You can open the doors just like that. Now obviously the space down in this car is much less, but it is just enough. To tell you the truth, I barely use the back seats of my car, so it's nice to have. And then if you've got a small family, again, this car is great. But if you want a bit more space, then my car is probably the one to go for. You can get adults in here. For a short journey, it's perfectly fine. And it does the job, I think. And obviously the seats design is really nice. I have got the half leather seats as well. I'll go through, let's compare the actual interior of the front. Now these seats are very comfortable, I'm not gonna lie. Half leather as well, and I absolutely love it. That seat actually has lumbar support, and it is fantastic. The interior design, look at it, is fantastic. Everything's aimed at the driver. You've got the sporty steering wheel, flat bottom, well, F1 inspired, so it's got a square shaped steering wheel. Very, very cool. Absolutely love that. And then all of this, that's from the Alpine A110. That is amazing to see on a car like this, completely different to the R5. And then this finish, absolute luxury. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm really loving this GT model. Now I will try and get my hands on the GTS at some point, but in the meantime I am doing these videos. And check out my car interior. Now here we've got the sports seats, half leather, and it does look really good, don't you think? It's still aged really well. I've got the flat bottom steering wheel here, AMG inspired, and it still looks really good, I think. Still feels really special, to tell you the truth. I've got extra thigh support here compared to the Alpine, but I haven't got any lumbar support. But I can do that, so I can change this incline of the seat. That's something the Alpine doesn't do. But both cars do have the brushed aluminium pedals, so that's really nice to see. This car's got the sat nav, just like the Alpine, and it's also got this has got wireless Apple CarPlay, which is really nice, while this has got your wired one. And as long as it's got that, this car still feels quite modern. I think if Apple CarPlay stopped working, I'd be very gutted, because then something like this is just way better, because you've got Google and software. So worst case scenario, if Apple CarPlay wasn't working, you've got Google software working in the background. So that's really nice. You've got the digital screens as well, which is really cool. But obviously the dials in this are still really quite nice. It still looks fairly modern considering the age of the car. It's a really difficult one. You've got the stitching here as well, the red stitching, which is really nice to see. And you've got ambient lighting in here, not as much, it doesn't feel as special, but you've got ambient lights here, and on the Alpine you've got ambient lights like here and even here. I think the GTS is something I do need to see, because the one that the dealership has is the full spec one, so it's fully loaded, so that's the one I'd probably go for. This GT is more aimed at your sportier driver, but both cars do have the heated seats as well, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a very difficult decision. And I think what boils to it really is, what can I really afford? And I think that's what's stopping me at the moment. I don't think I can justify paying 32 to 40 grand on a brand new car, so I think I'm going to stick to my Mercedes A-Class for now. I do want to check out the GTS, because that is more the spec that I'd probably go for, with the full leather seats. But if I had this spec, I'd still be extremely happy with it, because it is a fabulous car. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Do you think I should part X this and get myself one? It'd have to be on finance, because I can't afford paying the full cash amount. But I think I'm going to stick with this for now. Unless this started causing me any trouble, then I would change it. But obviously with an older car, you are going to have more wear and tear issues. So I think my rear tires are going to get changed soon, in the next 6 months or so. And then I've got to make sure I get all the servicing done. You've got to do a gearbox service on something like this, and that starts adding up the actual cost. If there's any issues with the engine, that's going to cost money as well. Obviously it's still going to be cheaper than me spending 30-40 grand, but then you're thinking also the time spent trying to fix this as well. And the other issue is you are losing money, so it will go down in value as well. Granted, a newer car will probably lose more money in the long term as well, so it's hit or miss with that. And realistically, it's what you want. Do you really want a brand new car? Because if you did, I'm not going to lie to you, this would be an absolutely epic car to have, and a fantastic replacement to, you know, this car if I was able to buy. And I think that's the key thing, really. I genuinely love this car. I can definitely see myself buying one in the near future. I'm not going to lie, I'm so close to doing it, but I just can't justify it just yet. I think if the YouTube channel picks up and goes really crazy, and maybe I start making real money from it, then this kind of purchase would be absolutely epic to replace this car. And I like the idea of electric as well, because I don't do that much mileage as well. That's another thing that I'm doing with this car. It's a diesel car, it needs to be driven. It's 136 brake horsepower, but I don't use it. Well, something like that with 180 brake horsepower in electric, you've got that nippiness of driving it. And that's one of the other key differences. Driving this is way more relaxed. It's a cruiser. Well, something like that is a cruiser, but it's also fast when you need it. And that is a proper hot hatch. And I absolutely love that. Let me know in the comments, do you think I've missed anything there? Please subscribe, as it helps me and the channel grow and create even more content. Please like this video. Also comment if you have any suggestions or questions. Check out the Alpine playlist for more videos related to the A290, including my impressions of this car and some of the videos in the playlist, maybe of other models, but the features should be similar, so hopefully it helps you out too. There are videos on how to use the cruise control and much more. I have also created a video on how to use the main controls for both of these cars, and you can find that in the description below. There is a new thanks feature. If you want to donate to the channel, then please feel free to use this feature, and any money raised from YouTube will be used to buy more equipment. Thanks for watching.